everyone, it's your Admiral here and welcome back to ARK. Now if you guys notice, we are in a very different setting today. Guys, we're in the desert. We're on Scorched Earth right now. Now the reason that I'm actually here is because today patch 268 just landed and the Phoenix has been added. I'm super excited, guys. Now the Phoenix is exclusive to Scorched Earth, and unfortunately I don't actually have a Scorched Earth Let's Play at the moment, which means that I kind of had to hop into single player. And as you can see, guys, I spawned in a level 150 Fire Wyvern because, I mean, why not? I mean, I'm spawning stuff in for the sake of this video. I may as well go all the way, guys. And this guy is called Smog, and he's going to help me on today's venture. Now you guys, this is going to be kind of a different type of video from me. I don't normally do these kind of instructional type videos, but because I don't have a game running at the moment on Scorched Earth, I didn't really see any other way to do this, and I just really wanted to talk about the Phoenix, you guys. I was super excited about it. So I have a Ragnarok Let's Play, I have an Extinction Core Let's Play, and I'm super excited to start Aberration, which is going to come out next month. It's a new DLC as well, and I really didn't want to add another Let's Play, a Scorched Earth one, to the mix. However, if they start adding new stuff to Scorched Earth, then why not, guys? I know some of you guys have been asking me to play Scorched Earth, but it's kind of no fun by myself, and Scorched Earth is kind of scary to play by yourself, you guys. So yeah, so I just kind of hopped into my single player just now just to kind of play around with the Phoenix. Now first of all, let's talk about the Phoenix. What is a Phoenix, guys? A Phoenix is a mythical flying creature. It's basically a bird that can die but then is reborn from the ashes. So the Phoenix essentially can live forever. It's immortal. And the premise of the Phoenix in ARK is kind of similar. It kind of appears magically whenever there's a superheat, one of the heat waves that happens every now and then on Scorched Earth, and then it kind of just disappears in a puff of flame as soon as the heat wave is finished. And you end up taming it essentially by burning it to death. So instead of dying, it wakes up and it's yours and it's amazing, and that's the premise of the Phoenix, and that's why they say that it lives forever. Now obviously you can't have a creature on the Ark that is immortal. That'd be super unfair, you guys. So the Phoenix in this game can be killed once you've tamed it, and in fact they are quite squishy, so you have to be careful with them, and you don't need a saddle to ride them either, which means that they've got no armor value and they're very squishy, so you have to be careful with them. And once they die, guys, there's nothing that's going to bring them back. So be careful with the Phoenix once you tame them. Now, you might be wondering why I'm on a Fire Wyvern. The reason is because these guys can breathe fire, and it's actually one of the easiest ways to tame the Phoenix. Now, what you actually have to do to tame this guy is basically burn it to death. And once you light them on fire, you get a taming progress bar. Obviously, you can do it with things like fire arrows. You can try and do it with flamethrowers, but the chances are high that you might end up killing yourself rather than the Phoenix. And besides, if you're kind of at the stage in your game where you're attempting to tame a Phoenix, you probably have a Fire Wyvern. Why not just save yourself the trouble and just use a Wyvern, you know? Now the other thing I want to talk about as well is that there's only one wild Phoenix that's going to spawn at any one time on the map. So I'm guessing that if you've already tamed a Phoenix, there's probably a chance that another one can spawn. But as you can imagine, if you're playing on a PvP server or an official server, it is going to be an extremely highly contested tame, and you're probably going to have to fight your way to even just have the chance at taming this thing. So I think on an official server with the taming rates and things turned down super low. By the way, my game has 10 times taming, so it's probably going to tame up really fast. As you can imagine, the storms only last about 5 minutes, so in those 5 minutes you're going to have to first locate the Phoenix, which is not going to be easy because they don't land and they're always going to be up in the air. So you're going to have to fly around looking for these things first of all in the storm. And then once you've finally located the thing, you're going to have to just hammer it with fire. And probably on an official server, you're going to have to get together with a bunch of your friends, maybe all on Fire Wyverns, and all of you breathing flames on it for you to even have a remote chance at taming the thing. So I actually think it's going to be a super difficult tame to pull off, you guys. And I think the ARK devs have done it in a similar way to the unicorn. The fact that there's only one that ever spawns on the map at any one time. However, unlike the unicorn, I feel like the Phoenix has a lot more use. And I will go through that once we finally tame this thing and I stop flying around and talking about it. Okay, you guys, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and use the admin command to spawn in a super heat wave now, and then we can spawn in one of the phoenixes. Now, one thing I want to say is that I did happen across a random super heat wave when I was just flying around the map, and I did look for the phoenix and I couldn't find it, you guys. So it's actually a lot harder than it looks. So I think for the sake of this video, we're just going to spawn it in, and I'm going to go through how you actually tame it. And I've actually never done this before. I haven't even seen the phoenix, so I'm actually super excited. Aren't you excited, Smog? He looks pretty excited, and my Jerboa is going to help me on this venture. You know, you're going to be there for moral support, Jerboa. Also, you guys, one thing that's going to help a lot in this venture is to make stuff like alien soup or even cactus broth, because remember that you're going to be flying around in a super heat wave, which means you're going to get dehydrated and you might even die before you even know what's happening. So make sure you come well prepared and bring tons of this stuff with you to replenish your water. I'm just going to go ahead and cheat infinite stats for the purpose of this video, just because I don't want to have to be bothered with drinking water and stuff. So there shouldn't be any problems with me dehydrating in the air while I try and tame this thing. Now, you guys, let's go ahead and summon a heat wave. Are you excited? I'm super excited. So here's the actual code that you need to type in to get a heat wave. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. And now it says you're hot. You should find some place to cool down, get underground as it's hot out there. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to see. Everything's orange and weird looking. But guys, are you excited? I'm going to go ahead and summon in a phoenix. It's going to be epic. Okay, let me just type in the code for this. And here's the generic code for summoning in a phoenix. And are you ready for this, guys? I don't think I am. I haven't even seen one. I'm super excited. Okay, let's do this. There it is. Wild phoenix. What level is it? Hold on. Can I focus on you and find out what level you are before we start taming you? Oh, please. That would be amazing. What level is it? Oh, it's a 4? It's a 4. You gave me a 4? Oh my goodness, what kind of horrible luck do we have, guys? This is terrible. So let's just go fly after this thing. I wonder how long it's going to take for me to tame this thing. Oh, I missed it. No. Did you get stuck, Wyvern? Where is it? Come back here, Phoenix. Stop flying into crevices where I can't reach you. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, I missed. I totally missed again. Wow. I am so bad with this wyvern. Stop squirreling around me, you stupid phoenix. Okay, you know what? Let's just do a really wide turn and come back to it. And it's only a level 4. I feel like I should tame really fast, right? Did I get it? I feel like I didn't get it that time. Did I? Come back here. Why is it so hard to tame you? Oh my god. Are you serious? A level 4 and I can't even hit it? Okay, I'm just gonna keep trying until I get it, guys. Did we get it? I feel like we're not getting it. And you know what? For the sake of this video, let's just infinite stats on my wyvern as well, just so I don't have to keep landing to get stamina. But bear in mind that if you're doing this legit, where did you go? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, so like I was saying, if you're doing this actually, you're gonna have to take stamina breaks for sure, and that might be terrible. Did I get you that time? I feel like I'm not even hitting it. This is the worst thing ever. Why am I so bad at this? Oh my goodness. Hey bro, come back here and get tamed. I feel like I'm really bad at using this wyvern. That's pretty much what's going on here. We did it, guys! Finally! Oh my goodness! Level 5 Phoenix? Is that a poison wyvern in the background? Let's just keep well away from that and bring our stupid level 5 Phoenix over here so we can have a look at it. Oh, you guys, we did it though! I'm so excited! And guys, I'm terrible at using this wyvern and aiming the fire breath. I realize that now. I'm so sorry. I feel like if you were actually good at using the wyverns, this probably would have taken a lot less time than it actually did. Okay, so let's just land this guy. Oh no, stop it, stop it. Just chill, Phoenix. We're gonna have a look at you in just a moment. Oh my goodness, you guys, this thing looks so cool. Look at this, our level 5 Phoenix. You're the worst level in the world, and you know, you're probably gonna die instantly if I try and take you out to fight something, but you look so cool. Look at that, guys, it looks so cool. Look at its face. It's got these two eyebrows almost like a dragon, like those Asian looking dragons. And guys, if you listen, it sounds like it's on fire. It actually sounds like flames, which I think is so cool. So let's have a look at the options on this guy. So we have ride, options, access inventory, harvest settings, behavior, and this is the one that's different, I think. Blaze targeting on and off. And let me see what it's like to ride you. Look at this, you guys. That's so awesome. Oh my goodness. Now, can you fly? Are you really slow, or are you just encumbered by stuff? You know what? I think it's encumbered. Oh, did you get a level up? It got a level. Now, what should we pump on this guy? Let me have a look at the stats on this thing first of all. So we've got really terrible health, 264.3, 220 stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 60 weight? 60 weight. Wow. We've got 165% melee, we've got 100% movement speed. Now, one thing I'd heard about the Phoenix is the fact that it acts as a mobile furnace. So if I move this over into your inventory, I think it's meant to smelt this and make ingots from it. Yep, there we go. Isn't that awesome? Actually, is that faster than normal? I feel like it might be a little bit faster than normal, which is actually pretty cool when you think about it. But you guys, this weight is going to be such an issue, like 60 weight. Let's just drop all the poops and see how much we get. And let's drop you. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Let's drop all my ammo. I guess we don't really need it, do we? So now we have a little bit more freedom now, and we can kind of fly around a little bit. Now the stamina on this guy is really crappy, but you have to remember that I did get a super low level, the lowest possible level pretty much. I basically flew from the top of this thing down here and I'm out of stamina already. And you guys, look at this. I actually haven't landed. I'm just kind of hovering in the air and it is regaining stamina very slowly, which is cool. I mean, this guy never really lands, but you know, it's good to know that you're never really going to be out of stamina to the point where you die. Now, let's have a look at what this guy can do. So, I'm so afraid I'm going to die, guys. Left click is an attack. Oh, don't attack me. I'm probably going to die instantly. Yeah, so left click basically is a regular attack that sets stuff on fire. Oh my goodness. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at my health. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Let's just see if we can kill this guy just with our left click attack. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, bro. What level ANCA is this? I have no idea. We did it, guys. We killed the ANCA at last. I wonder, do you gather meat? Oh no, is it out of stamina? I feel like it's out of stamina. This is terrible, guys. This is the worst. Okay, do you gather meat? Okay, it definitely does gather meat. And are you encumbered or something? Oh no, it's not encumbered. It's literally just out of stamina. So let's just pause for a second in the air. And is this what you have to do to regain stams? Yeah, you kind of just have to pause for a second in the air and then he starts hovering and then you can slowly regain stamina. It's not super fast, but it's not really slow either. Okay, you guys, so we've done the left click. I'm kind of interested to see what right click does. So let's find another unsuspecting ANCA over here and see what does right click do. Is this the fireball? That's so cool, guys. I just set that thing on fire. Well, yeah, it is, yeah. So I think it makes a fireball that kind of stays for a little while, which means, I'm guessing, that if something walks into the fireball, oh my goodness, it drained a lot of my stamina though. Let's just try that again. I want to see if I can get this guy. Yeah, I'm basically out of stamina now after doing that. That takes up a lot of stams, guys, so be careful if you're using this attack. for some reason the fireballs aren't making these things aggro to me, which is weird when you think about it, because I'm still attacking it, but it doesn't seem to notice that I'm attacking it. That's so cool, guys. Alright, you guys, so I've been throwing fireballs at these things for a while now, and the thing is, even though it doesn't aggro, it definitely does not do as much damage as your left click attack does that I showed you earlier. So I would say try not to use this attack if you can. And the other thing I want to talk about is the fact that I'm super hungry. As you can see there, its food is really low, and it definitely does not eat raw meat. It just turns them all into cooked meat, by the way, which I don't think I've spoken about. This is actually really cool. You put raw meat in the inventory and it cooks it for you, which is awesome. It doesn't eat berries either, so you might be wondering, what do they actually eat? And it's actually sulfur. You guys, look at this. You need a constant supply of sulfur for these guys to actually regain their food, and it actually lost a lot of food very quickly, I think, which is not the best. But yeah, so I'm gonna let it kind of heal up a little bit, and then I want to see if I can kill this stupid Anki that I've been trying to kill since like the dawn of time here. I think, guys, I might have to turn on infinite stats for this. This is terrible. I didn't want to have to do this, but this thing is so squishy. I suppose it is only a level 4, so it's kind of to be expected. So let's just see how long it would take for me to kill this thing. Come on, Anki. I know you want to die. You want to burn to death at the hands of a phoenix. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. Wow. But the good thing is that it does harvest the meat, and it also cooks it for you, which is pretty sweet, you know? Now I want to show you a cool thing that this guy can do. Now if you hold down spacebar, look at this. It does a super awesome glide. Isn't that so cool looking? Look at that, you guys. Yeah, so just hold down spacebar and it basically picks up speed and it becomes absolutely wreathed in flames. So if you kind of go low to the ground and just run by stuff, see how I got attack music? I'm actually setting stuff on fire as I go. See how something's burning over there in the background? Isn't that awesome? Now let's see if we can try it on this guy over here. Come here, buddy. Are you on fire? Yep, it's totally on fire. That is awesome, guys. So imagine if you had a bunch of dinos all lined up in a row. You can easily just fly by and wreck everything. Isn't that amazing? Now I would like to see how much stamina that attack takes. So let's just take off infinite stats and let's just try that again. So if I just go hit spacebar and swoop down really close to the ground, how much stamina does that take? It's not too bad, so I mean it's not as bad as you would expect, but it definitely does deplete a lot of stamina. Oh, that's so awesome, you guys. Isn't that amazing? I love this thing. Now one thing you need to bear in mind about this glide is that if you're trying to turn while you're gliding, it is a super wide turn, as you can see. See how it takes ages? I'm legit trying to turn over to the left and it's a really slow wide turn. I mean, it's amazing looking, don't get me wrong, but if you're trying to do a quick circle or something like that, you're not going to be able to do it. So like if you're trying to turn really fast and set things on fire, you're not going to be able to. So this definitely works best if you're trying to go straight and burn a bunch of stuff and then swoop off into the distance. Now the other thing I wanted to show you is how much you get per level that you pump into stuff. So at the moment we've got 264.3 health. So one level gives you around 30-ish points, I think it was there, which is not bad. That's pretty good. Let's see how much you get for stamina. So it's 220 right now, and we get around 20-ish for stamina. Oxygen, food, no one really cares about that. And weight, to be honest, I really wouldn't waste levels pumping into weight, just because I think it's very little you get. You get 2.4 per point. So I probably would just leave the weight at just enough that it can carry you and your armor and maybe a weapon or so, and then leave it at that, because it's going to take you a long time to build up any kind of weight capacity on this guy. And melee, currently at 165, and let's see how much we get. So you get around 5 or 6 there from melee, which is not bad as well. So I would say probably what I would personally do is focus on health first of all, because they're so squishy. A couple of hits from even a small dino can kill this thing, and you definitely don't want to kill it as soon as you tame it, because it's a big pain in the butt to tame. I would also probably try and pump up stamina and then melee as well if you're trying to use it as an attack dino. But it is super, super, super cool. I think it looks amazing and it's so majestic looking as well. I love it, guys. I love it. I love what the devs have done to this thing. It's pretty awesome. I know it's really hard to tame and it's kind of a pain, and you know, it's one of these things that they had to do some balancing on it so that it doesn't get too OP. And I definitely think the weight was how they decided to balance it, to make sure that you can't carry tons of stuff and be super, super OP on your Phoenix. Now you guys, there is one thing that I find a little bit strange about these guys, and that is the fact that you can actually gather stone and you can gather wood. So if you go up to a stone and you hit C, you actually gather stone and sand, which I guess is fair enough, but then as you can imagine, you get way down. So what is the point of this? And similarly, if you go up to a tree and you hit it, you get wood from it as well. So let's just try it on this tree over here. Oh, you got a level up. Good job, buddy. And again, you get thatch, you get wood, and it's just like, why? Why did they add this to the Phoenix? I mean, I feel like it's not really that useful, you guys. Now, you would expect that this attack works on metal, but it doesn't, you guys. So if I hit this over here, all I actually get is stone. So yeah, there's no point trying on the metal, you guys, because it doesn't work. So this is kind of a weird ability of the Phoenix, and of course I'm bogged down again. Thanks a lot, game. But you know what? It's there. So I guess if you were in a hurry or you really needed to break some rocks or some wood and you didn't have any tools, I guess it could come in handy. Maybe. Now, one thing that I think is quite useful is the fact that you can't kill yourself with your own fireball, which is awesome for clumsy people like me who are prone to dying all the time, you know? So I think if you're in the same tribe as whoever owns the Phoenix, they cannot kill you with the fire. However, if you were in an enemy tribe, beware. Now, as far as I know, you cannot use your weapons while mounted on this thing, which is kind of a shame, but I understand why they did it, because you'd be so OP if you could ride on this thing like a griffin and shoot from it and stuff, so you definitely cannot do that, you guys. Now, there is one more thing that is pretty cool about these guys. Okay, stop for a second. I want to see if we can go back and find what you've pooped out. Apparently, these guys poop out silica pearls. Let's just see if this is the case. Okay. Oh, there we go, guys. It said that Phoenix defecated. And look, you guys. Look what it poops out. It's silica pearls. Okay, so let's just get off you. And look, it just deposits a tiny little clam of silica pearls. I wonder how much you get. You've got around a minute to pick them up and you get 15 silica pearls. And that, you guys, is the Phoenix. It's an absolutely amazing looking creature. I really love how it looks almost blue in certain light. That looks amazing. And this guy has a silver forehead as well, which looks really, really, really cool. I'm actually wondering why is it that I can sit on the Phoenix and not burn to death. That's super, super weird, don't you think? It's definitely more of a novelty type creature more than anything else, you guys, because even though they can cook in their inventory, you can smelt down metal, you can cook meat and stuff, and one of the useful stuff about this guy as well is that if you're out gathering prime meat on the run, you can actually cook it really, really fast in this guy's inventory before it spoils, which is actually pretty cool when you think about it. And you can smelt metal, though I don't know how much use you'd get out of that, because how often do you actually need metal in a super, super hurry on the go, I guess. But I do really, really like them. I do feel that they're a little bit more interesting and unique and useful than the unicorns, and I think the devs have done a really, really great job on this guy. It looks pretty majestic, really, really epic looking, and I feel like if you have a Phoenix, you're going to be the envy of any server. Though also, I think if you tamed a Phoenix on a server, especially a PvP one, I feel like everyone's going to be after you. They're all going to try and kill you and your Phoenix, and it's going to be the most terrible thing in the world, so be careful, you guys, if you're taming one of these things. You're probably going to attract a lot of attention. How is there an ANCA all the way up here? This is the weirdest thing ever. How did you get up here, ANCA? We've got ANCA Knievel over here who has scaled the entire length and breadth of this mountain just so he can hang around with my wyvern. You're amazing, ANCA Knievel, and for that reason, I'm not going to kill you. Guys, I feel like we should name our Phoenix. I know that we're not going to be able to do anything with this guy because I'm probably going to get rid of this single player game once I'm done doing this video, but you know what? let's name you. And in honor of Dumbledore's phoenix in Harry Potter, I'm going to call you Fox. I feel like it's a very, very fitting name for a phoenix. Also, I'm not sure I talked about the level up animation on this guy because it's super, super cute. So let's see if we can level you up and see what it does. See how it twirls around? It's actually kind of adorable. Look at it. I wish I could see it properly, but the stupid screen is in the way. Get out of the way, screen. Now, I think it's a bit of a shame that you can't breed these guys. As you can see, it's gender non-applicable, which just means a fox is not going to lay any eggs. We're not going to be able to see any cute little baby phoenix, which I think would have been adorable. Don't you think so, guys? I really wish these things would land. I really don't like dinos that do this. So once you get off them, they kind of just keep going for a little while, which can be annoying sometimes. So you might have to do all sorts of maneuvering to try and get back on this thing. Alright you guys, so I hope you found this video useful. It's a very, very different type of video for me to do. I don't know how good I am at teaching you guys. I really just wanted to put a video out there on the phoenix, which looks absolutely amazing. And they just look so like alive, like all of their feathers ruffling, and it just looks absolutely majestic, you guys, don't you think? Look at the firelight glinting off their feathers. It just looks so, so cool. I love it. I love what they've done with this thing, guys. Now, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe for more. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. And until next time, Admiral out. You had to poop at the last minute, didn't you, Jerboa? You know what? You're cute. I forgive you.